How many times have you turned up at a property, a lovely big property with lots of nice cars out the front, and thought, ooh, these people have a lot of money, this'll be good? Or you've turned up at some crummy little old house, a terraced house, with maybe a weedy drive and some dirty old curtains hanging in the window, and you've thought, well, this is going to be a waste of time. I'm going to give you some great advice to keep in your head when you are visiting potential customers and their properties. Alrighty then, welcome back and thanks for checking in with me, Nathan here at Lewis Garden Services. You're welcome if you're new to the channel. Now, I'm going to give you one piece of advice about quoting, and it's the one video. This video is the video that I wanted to do when I started YouTube maybe 4 or 5 years ago. I've waited till now because a couple of reasons. I wanted enough people to hopefully see this and for it to help people. It also means something to me because it was something that my dad said to me years and years ago when he was still with us and in the business. I've also seen quite a few social media posts or other videos where people have said clients or potential customers in big houses with all the flash cars don't want to pay the money. Well, let me give you this bit of advice. I think this advice applies to any trade, any salesman, whatever your job is, okay? If it involves selling a product or a service, especially if you go into someone's property, okay, this advice applies to you. It is as simple as this. Never spend other people's money. I'll say it again, then I'll explain it. Never spend other people's money. So before I explain what I mean, I'll explain why it's taken me so long to do this video. First of all, I've been trying to build the YouTube channel for a while now. It's been great fun, but I also try and help people. So if you think this video has helped you, or if you like the content, give it a like and think about subscribing for my next bit of good advice. But also, it's taken me a while to get this video out because this is something that means something to me. My dad said it to me years and years and years ago, and I believe someone he used to work for said it to him. He used to go around door to door selling the old penny kind of insurance policies, sum assured and all that. And the advice is basically to not judge people by what they look like, what their properties appear to look like, what cars they've got on the drive, just to influence what you think they can spend. So as a gardener, if I go and look at a job, I look at a big old hedge, that job will have a certain price. And I don't particularly care which garden it's in and who it's for. Obviously, I like to judge the person working for as a person themselves, because sometimes you just don't like working for certain people. But I never try and kind of adjust the price. If I look at a hedge and it's going to take me a long time with a lot of waste, there's a lot of effort to do it, okay, it'll be a certain price. And I will give that same price to someone who lives in a small house or a big house with an old car or 10 Range Rovers on the drive, okay? That hedge will be the same price. The price is the price. Let me tell you where a lot of people go wrong, okay? They turn up at a property and the same hedge is in the back of a rundown, like I've said before, terraced house. We've all been there, okay? Maybe you presume the person, okay, is a single mum or an older person with no money, okay? Not kind of trying to stereotype anyone, but it happens, okay? You might think this person hasn't got the money for this job and I'll do it lower, okay? Or the opposite applies. You go to a great big house, okay? They've got a long drive and lovely cars. You turn up exactly the same hedge and you think this will be a good job. I can afford to charge this person a little bit extra. Let me tell you, the job price is the job price, and never spend other people's money. Looks can be deceiving. We've all heard that before, right? And it does apply, because the person in the great big house with all the cars may have no disposable income. I know people, I have worked for people, okay, and I'm not making this up, that have great big houses and a very good wage. Unfortunately, they live month on month, okay? At the end of their month, they've paid their mortgage, they've paid their lease on their cars, they've paid for all their fancy meals out, and they have a budget. They spend all that budget. They have no other money. If a washing machine breaks, they moan, okay? They have lots of material things, but no actual money. The opposite applies. The opposite definitely applies. I know a millionaire who lives in a very standard, small, Little Welsh terraced house. Drives his 18-year-old Volkswagen Golf and is quite happy. You wouldn't look at him and think he was a millionaire, but he definitely is. Okay, so you can't turn up at a property, judge them, and spend their money for them, okay? So, the price is the price. So a funny little story to emphasize my point. Me and the wife Tash, years and years ago, we went to buy our first brand new car from a showroom. Very, very fancy for us anyway. Renault dealer in Cardiff. Now, it just happened to be that we went at the end of the week on a Friday afternoon. I'd worked all week in work. Tash had been helping up some horse stables mucking out. So I was in my work clothes and Tash was in, let's just say, yard clothes. Do you mean we weren't dressed up for going shopping for cars? But we're shopping for cars. Had all the money in the bank ready to go to buy a brand new car in one hit. We wandered around the showroom looking at all these cars, okay? We kind of like were ignored. We liked it at the beginning because there's nothing worse when a salesman hits on you, or salesperson, hits on you straight away for a sale, okay? We got left alone. We got left alone for quite a while, actually, and other people were milling in and they got the attention. Eventually, someone come up. We kind of picked the car we wanted. I think it was about 16 grand, okay? And salesman come up. He said, if there's nothing here, he said the kind of second-hand lot is out the back. And we're like, all right, yeah, cheers, but... and off we went. But yeah, he judged us by the clothes that we were wearing, okay? And some of the worst people I know have fancy clothes anyway, but that's beside the point. He spent our money for us. Do you mean he looked at us, judged us, spent our money? Now, just before I round this video up, spending other people's money can also get you into a little bit of grief, because if you do go and see a property and you charge someone less because you think they can't afford it, you'll be recommended for that price. Okay, I had this work done. He only charged me this much. You go and see that other customer, that's a recommendation. They'll say you only charge this person this much. They'll expect that lower price. So you get stuck in that, okay? Also, if you've gone to see a millionaire that lives in a standard little Welsh terraced house and given him a reduced price because you think he can't afford it on his little house, when he takes you to his factory that he owns and he wants the grounds maintained, or he takes you to the 20 properties he's renting and he wants all that maintained, all of a sudden, you've got to give that lower price. So your price is your price, whatever it is, whatever service you're selling, whatever product you're selling. There's always a margin of like offers on products. But for services, okay, whatever your service is your price. Never go and see anybody. Doesn't matter what the property is, doesn't matter what it looks like, okay? Never spend other people's money. So there we are, that's it. I think that bit of advice should be in everybody's head when they go and see potential customers. I'll say it again, never spend other people's money, okay? It'll do you good. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see a customer's reaction to the price that I gave them, check this video out. Cheers for checking in. I'll catch you all later. Bye.